Welcome back, boys.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Sorry about our hiatus, but I was in Perth, which is Western Australia, for all our international audience. And the girlfriend, myself, and her sister, we were looking for a bar to go out. Ended up finding this place. It's sort of a bar, sort of bar slash, had a heavy dance floor.
Okay.
But still was a nice vibe, It wasn't too nightclubby. Anyway, I just sort of made this observation, and it's so typical of like a bar or a nightclub, is that, when you're at one of these places, especially near the dance floor, and people are always like, people are always like pushing through you.
Uh-huh.
In terms of like
Oh, yeah.
people always have somewhere to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just think, where do you need to be?
The
D
is the
floor.
place.
No,
No.
the D floor's here.
Oh, they're coming out.
And we're sort of at the back. We don't really know everyone. We're from out of town.
Yeah.
We're sort of like, not part of the pit, the mosh pit of the D floor.
Yeah.
And people are just like always come.
Crossing.
And you know
crisscrossing.
this.
Yeah,
Like at a
yeah.
club,
From-
people always got places to be.
Exactly.
Obviously, people are going to the bathroom, people are going to throw up, do drugs, all the above. But how many times are people doing drugs and going to the bathroom?
Be surprised, mate. There's people
You know
out
what I
there.
mean?
Yeah,
Like,
always.
it's just like every minute you get like someone trying, and they've got to be, and it's always guys the most. Guys need to be somewhere. They're at a club, they walk in, and they've got
They're
to
on a
be
mission.
somewhere.
They look like they're on a mission.
They're on a mission.
They're on a
We're
mission.
on a mission
I'm
to
just
the
Mission
drink
man.
bar.
And, you just pick one out if you need to sometimes and just sort of watch them. And again, normally a guy. And I reckon there's one or two guys I watched. And they didn't stop for a drink. They don't go on the dance floor. They don't say hello to anyone. Whatever their mission is, it's that way or it's that way.
Exactly.
And you're in
they
between.
and I'm in their way. And it's...
When he's sticking you and taking all your money.
Welcome to the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. I'm your host, Nathan. We're back. We have Chi over there, Ryan in the middle, Miami, Lakers, Philly. I'm not wearing my Philly stuff today, but Grand Canyon University represent. Boys, the NBA is at its worst, may I say.
Oh,
We thought we copped
Talk to
all
us.
the shit off-court stuff in the off-season, but we started the season and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. Despite all that, we'll get into it. How are you, Ryan?
not too bad. Doing well. Lakers lost today, but so be it. But we're doing well. We're going good.
Cheech, how are you?
I keep rolling along, so we good.
Yep.
Back and better.
Is it 4-7 or 3-7, the Heat?
I have no idea.
Yeah, something like that. I cheered on a Dame Dollar pass to Josh Hart.
Josh Hart.
Corner, South Beach 3.
At the end of the day, man,
Woo!
we're just bringing in the young guns.
Ah.
Seriously. It's a long season,
Hold
man.
I heard a guy named Jimmy Buckets claim, you know what he said? You hear what he said?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't care what anyone says. We're winning
going-
the championship.
Exactly.
We're
I
winning
heard
the
that.
championship.
I heard that.
Oh,
Mate, it was
whatever.
like when we took in the bubble season. We started slow, but
Nah.
we worked our way in. And
I'm
we're
calling
going to.
it now.
Bam has been absolutely phenomenal. Don't turn me on right now. He's flying from one side of the basketball court to the other, being consistent. He had a mission of scoring more points, and he's providing it. And then with our guy Hero, he's coming in, jacking up more shots, distributing the ball. But the consistency will come in eventually. At least he's doing better than over there, Golden State Warriors.
Oh.
Paul and friends.
The first team in NBA history to win a championship, I think I saw on
Yeah.
our NBA. The first team in NBA history to win the championship and then go 0-6 on the road to start the season, the Golden
sir.
State Warriors.
Yeah, tough gig.
I think it was the Heat commentator or the Warriors commentator that said the only team I feel sorry for after losing to the Heat is Orlando because they're going to cop it from the Warriors. Orlando came out and beat the Warriors.
Yeah,
Show
that was
'em
nice.
what's up.
That was nice.
I mean, and just on that, like for a second, it's pretty obvious what the problem is, and I don't know how they're going to deal with it. James Wiseman has been pretty shit.
Yeah, someone was saying bring him back to the G League.
Yeah,
I've
like
seen that.
if you look, if you just watch him, you're like, oh, this guy's got talent. Of course, he was the number 2 pick. It's hard to say such a thing, take him back to the G League, but man, he just doesn't know how to. It's one thing to have skill, and yes, he missed. What did he miss? Like 2-3 years. 2 or 3 years or whatever it's been now, or something like that.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a while, and I think that's where people are forgetting.
He just genuinely doesn't know how to, and they're a winning team.
Yeah.
You need to know how to operate right away on a winning team. There's no development time.
Because you stand out.
Yeah.
You stand out when you're in the court.
And this is where Poole and Gary Payton and all the rest, they had that 1 year off where, Curry was carrying the team to develop. Was it 1 or 2 years they had to develop?
About 2 years.
Before they came into the limelight again.
Yeah.
So now
Curry and all that were out.
Yeah, it's on the spotlight for everybody to see.
So interesting to see what happens with James Wiseman. But rewinding back to Miami, I'm gonna make a statement right here and right now. I don't want to doubt Jimmy ever, but now I'm putting it in. Miami aren't doing shit this season. Not doing shit.
What does that mean, though?
Even in the playoffs. No, even beyond the regular season, in the playoffs, it's not happening.
What does that mean, though?
Are they making the playoffs?
No, they'll make the playoffs. But just like 2 seasons ago, was it? You'll get basically swept or gentlemen swept in the first round.
Nah.
Interesting.
That ain't it.
No,
that ain't it,
I have
man.
no belief in that.
But there are strong contenders right now. If we happen to verse Cavs, if we happen to verse Bucks, then I can sort of see that. But if we're versing Philadelphia, it'll be fun. Celtics, it'll be fun. It'll be so it would be. It's only those 2 teams. That's our I would say everybody's kryptonite. But so I don't believe that.
Yeah. I don't think
Return.
All right.
Return to sender.
Now, the Luckers.
Luckers.
My God. Russell Westbrook's been moved to the bench. There's such good vibes in LA. The purple and gold, it never gets old.
It's embarrassing.
Oh, hold on. You're 2-7 or 2-8, whatever the shit is. You're last or second last on the Western Conference ladder last time I checked. It's hilarious because of that little piece that I just said at the start that the Lakers are got good vibes. I actually, and I said this sort of last time we recorded with the Good Vibes, Bad Vibes episode. This sort of, I think we're all feeling like, oh yeah, Westbrook, he's finally found his spot. And they're still losing. It just hasn't done anything.
He gets standing ovations now from everyone in the Staples Center.
He's pumping up the crowd.
Over 9 games.
The Staples Center,
He's
I
got
see them
standing
all
ovation.
standing up, and then they lose.
Even I stand up.
So tell me how you're feeling.
It's hard. Look, AD is playing good basketball.
Yeah.
He is playing good basketball, but we're just still trying to figure out who's doing what. Troy Brown Jr. come back after 5 games in this season. He's in the starting lineup. So he's not anything, but I'm just trying to say that they're still trying to find a foundation. It's hard. It's
Did
tough.
you hear Miles Turner on the it on the Woj pod?
Yes.
He actually said
He just opened there. If I was the Lakers, I'd take me and Buddy Hield.
Yeah, he just said literally the words. He actually said the
I'm
words.
surprised the Pacers didn't get angry.
I'd be I'd be fining him if I was the Pacers. He literally basically said something along the lines of, "Hey Lakers, look at me," and he
why
said
wouldn't
Lakers.
you take us?
Yeah, and then he dropped 37 points today. The Pacers beat the Pelicans.
Yeah. Big win.
Is he trying to? I don't know, bro, but I would still trade Westbrook in terms of good. This is good value.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
They want to consider, everybody's like Westbrook and picks, and Lakers don't want to give up the picks.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
That's the problem.
So I like the trade of trading Anthony Davis.
Oh,
I do like that. And remember, we talked about that last time. You were saying, would you trade LeBron? How would we, I would say the only person that we can trade is maybe Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
I was a bit cautious about that, but
It hurts
if
to
any of the
think about
three,
it.
because Westbrook, you can't trade him for anything.
Yeah.
You were saying trade him for a tanking team. We found out, no teams are really tanking.
they're all winning.
Rockets got their win today.
Somehow winning, so...
Wembanyama who?
Yeah.
Maybe Lakers.
But yeah, no. And did you, by chance, look? Sentences get dropped on podcasts. I hope we get to this level one day. But Bill Simmons, the other day, did you hear it? He dropped a sentence. There's buzz around the league that Anthony Davis may be available. And look, I don't want to spend this whole shit on that because, yes, he knows people, but I'm not just going to go off that. He does also talk a lot of shit. But let's just create the hypothetical.
God, this hurts.
What type of package would you want back
KD.
for AD?
Wow!
We need another D.
Wow!
You know what? I wonder if the Nets would take that at this point. Because it's so fucked.
The Nets will take anything.
It's so fucked.
I think
AD's
Nets
injury
would
prone.
rather they would want some draft picks with that, or like some other assets. Because it's like for Kevin Durant,
I know. But it's so, I don't know. Who
Anthony
knows?
Davis is gonna be injured. Kevin Durant,
Anthony Davis has played every game but one.
phenomenal shooter.
Let's
but
talk about Kawhi, yeah?
relax. Come on, relax, man.
Where's no show Kawhi? How's he getting paid?
Oh,
Is he playing once
man.
every
And
3 weeks?
And that's the thing.
like, no, seriously, is it?
Let's actually mention Kawhi. It was so blah blah. Played a couple of games, and
But
then
they didn't play them properly.
and then was said to be out for 6 games. And now, just in the last day or so, Ty Lue has said that Kawhi is out indefinitely now. There's no timetable for his return.
Crazy.
It's not a straight line. His ACL recovery was never going to be. They're happy that he's getting better. What?
I don't get
This
it.
is why I said bad
I don't
vibes
get
2
it.
weeks ago. I picked this team for the championship. I shouldn't have picked the Nets for the top. I'm an idiot. These teams are idiots.
Yeah, Philly and Philly and
Nah,
Clippers.
no,
That
no,
was
no.
fantastic, man. It really shows.
Don't worry, Philly. We're coming back.
What was John Embiid's injury? What was his injury?
No, he had the flu.
It'll be interesting because
LeBron had the flu. He still played.
it'll be interesting because Philadelphia baseball team. It was in
Oh,
the finals.
do you want me to-
Philadelphia soccer.
Yeah.
In the finals.
Yeah.
Hey. And Philadelphia basketball.
No. Let me build on that. So the city of Philly has been rocking recently. The Philadelphia Phillies were in their equivalent of the finals, the World Series.
But which one's that? Baseball or soccer?
Baseball.
Thank you.
Their equivalent of the finals, which is called the MLB World Series. They ended up losing. As you said, the Philadelphia soccer team, they're called the Philadelphia Union, were in their finals, which is the grand final, the MLS Cup final on Sunday, and they fucking lost to LA.
Exactly.
Gareth Bale.
Yeah.
Get out.
I was Gareth.
And the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL are the only undefeated team, 8-0.
Yes.
Philly's rocking.
You're rocking.
Yep.
And the Sixers, I don't care what you say, but this is one of our best teams in decades, really. And the Flyers, the hockey team, the Philadelphia Flyers, are also off to a decent start. I think 5th last time I checked on their conference ladder.
Yep.
Philly sports. Anyway, they lost. Philly soccer lost. Philly baseball lost.
Yeah. So.
I hope the Eagles hold strong. I like that the Sixers have started off bad, so we come good.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's like the
look-
Lakers.
Look,
I love it.
But do you have optimism of that coming good? Though?
Okay, so
like
yes.
you see my hair.
we're gonna-
You see Golden State. They're just
If we-
trying out the young guns.
yeah, if we're bringing it to Philly to talk about us, geez, we're covering everything right now. Today, James Harden's out for a month. As you might, do you know that?
Yeah,
James
yep,
Harden's
yep,
out for
yep,
a month
yep.
with a foot injury, which sucks because he looked like better than Brooklyn James Harden. It looked like he was like better than his last couple of years. He's not back to MVP James Harden, but he looked better and his fitness looked better. So this is sad that he's going to come off a foot injury and he's going to have to recondition. But today, Embiid, Maxey, and the group without Harden, we played so fast. Oh, so much faster. You know, and Embiid finally, I don't know, Embiid sort of starts these last
Is he
few
woken
seasons
up?
weird. So he's
Yeah.
coming off the flu. You'd think he'd be worse conditioning.
Yeah.
And he was finally defensive Embiid today, and he dropped 35 points, I think it was. I would say that was the first real Embiid game of the season.
Yeah. Yep.
Really locked in on D today. We're playing fast without Harden. It's up to Doc Rivers to be able, when Harden comes back, to incorporate Harden, but not make us turn into a snail's pace team, and
Training for Westbrook.
also keep the
To be honest.
but also keep
You want
the
pace.
Yes.
the defense up because we were better on defense. Obviously, because Harden's not a great defender.
Yeah.
It's up to Doc to work that out. Maybe I've talked to some Philly people.
Come off the bench.
A lot of people think that PJ Tucker should be coming off the bench and we should start DeAnthony Melton. I love DeAnthony Melton. Any Bronx basketball day ones know that I love DeAnthony Melton, and he's on the Sixers. Man, you know how 6 men of the year, they're all just like dominating scoring, like your Jordan Clarksons.
Westbrook.
If the 6 man of the year was actually given out for or more facet parts of the game,
Yeah, just doing the little things.
like he's not a great passer, but he can put the ball on the floor. You got to
He's a
hand.
defender. I
it.
haven't watched him.
He's a
does
good
he defend?
defender. Can
Okay.
put the ball on the floor
move.
and he can knock it down and he can go to the rim. He's almost like I don't know. He's a bloody good
It
player.
was what you wanted Josh Rich said to be.
Yeah,
Jay
bro,
Rich,
this
yeah.
guy, man. And anyway, I love DeAnthony Melton. So some people are calling for PJ Tucker to be moved to the bench and then DeAnthony Melton to be starting. Regardless, it's up to Doc Rivers to work it out. Doc Rivers needs to understand also that Paul Reed should be playing over Montrezl Harrell. We played Paul Reed today and we fucking...
Thank you. All your shit that you acquired.
Trash! The dogs aren't playing defense!
Yeah.
Bro, that was so funny last time.
Told you, man.
yeah, Montrezl Harrell.
Y'all picked out like basically Houston because I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong again.
Montre Harris. Harold.
So
PJ Tucker.
he was
yes.
on the Houston Rockets again, notorious
PJ?
for no defense,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
offense. Even on offense, he's not really contributing that much.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. If
And
Doc Rivers
PJ
plays Harold for a single second in the playoffs. But even before then. Anyway, but that's Philly. I'm okay with us right now.
Okay.
But I'm long-term concerned for Doc and for...
Embiid's health.
No, not Embiid. I'm long-term concerned just overall with Doc. Even if Harden... I don't know. You can even say that there's some chemistry questions at the moment. It seems that Harden, Maxey, and Embiid are all... They're all, I don't know, they're all just not like best friends. And you're not always going to have best friends.
For me, I would say
Different
ball
age,
dominant guys.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
different facets, man.
But I just think that's up to the coach.
to
I
sort
don't think
that
it's
out.
that big of a problem. I don't think it's Brooklyn. I don't think it's that big of a problem where the coach can't work it out. And I don't trust Doc to work it
I reckon
out.
you need an Ime and Doc needs Brooklyn.
Oh, God. All right. Anyway, what other things? It's Clippers. Just quickly, the Clippers. Back to them.
I watched their win today. They got very... Did you watch it?
Look, they've got good players.
Man, they got so lucky.
Yeah.
They came back. It was like a 17-2 run.
Yeah, I saw the end.
They should have... Cavs should not have lost.
Yeah.
They should not have lost. Terrence Mann came back. He hasn't played well at all this season besides today. But we all thought they should be a lot higher than what they are, obviously. But it's the Kawhi. You just can't.
Yeah.
Like, it got to what? How many games? 8, 10 games for them without Kawhi to, like, be their team.
Yeah.
Like, just like last season. Might as well not even have him.
Yeah, and I
It's-
said it
it's
last time on the pod with the vibes thing. I'm over it now in terms of like, look, they might still win it. Now that I've given up on them, but as I said last time, that quote: how many times does a team actually not dominate in the regular season and then win the championship?
Yeah, no.
Very not often. Lakers did it early in the 2000s, I think. Warriors did it once. But I don't trust this clip. You need to taste dominating to then dominate in the playoffs. I don't know, whatever.
Like the Bucks.
They might be wrong. They've got so many good players.
Yeah, Ty Lue, phenomenal for me. Anyway, phenomenal coach. I don't know if he's doing a bit of experimenting, but he should have already been. He's already had those years of
He's got so
experimenting.
many guys.
Yeah, but these guys, these players, unfortunately, like Kawhi and PG, all of them. But Kawhi is one thing to be a good coach. Unfortunately, Kawhi's just never in.
Just not present.
And this for me leads on to the future. I think next year where they have the players lockout, whatever, they're renegotiating their contracts. So, Kawhi and Ben Simmons not playing as well.
Yeah.
I have a bit of concern that we'll be out for a while with players and owners.
Yeah.
Negotiating their terms.
And
'cause
speaking of
this is
Ben
not
Simmons, just quickly a note on him. Jeez. I mean, I haven't kept track. I don't know.
Street clothes.
I know he was injured, But he came off the bench today.
Did he? I didn't even see it. I just saw
He came
Luka
off the bench.
Doncic just drop him.
Yeah,
That's all I
he
saw.
dropped him. And it's funny because Ben is like or used to be one of the best Luka defenders.
A defender overall.
Yeah, I
people
don't
are
know
saying.
if he's just coming off the bench because he's coming off injury, but man, Ben Simmons
He's
is
gone.
Yeah, I think a lot has just
He's gone.
that
They're
whole,
just
that whole projection of Ben
The Nets are
is
fucked.
gone.
Okay.
You know what he said? Just quickly, he wants his dreams to play for Australia. Apparently, he's going to play with them at the Olympics.
Oh, my
That's what he reckons. He's like, that's my
God.
dream. So
Here we
now,
go.
2 years later, 3 years later, he's now being open. Why wouldn't you just do that
Nah, he
4
wants-
years ago?
He wants to collect more checks. He's out here trying to.
No, he's just realizing. I reckon he's just realizing people
It's not that
just
big
not
of a
liking
check,
him.
though. It's not that big of a check to
He's
go
realizing
to
this is going to be his last NBA paycheck.
And yeah,
He's got a
yeah,
big.
yeah.
He's got a nice
You're
house
right.
to pay off, man.
Yeah,
10 mil.
Yeah,
He's probably
I'll say.
losing his fan base.
All right, but let's stay on the Nets. Unfortunately, we have to get into this off-season crap. Before we do, though, if you're new to the show,
Yes, sir.
hit that subscribe button, that notifications bell, and if
Get
you're
in there.
just listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, hit that 5-star rating, and also I'm adding a new one. Hit that like button wherever you are.
Hit it.
I mean, I haven't
Do it for the
trusted. I
fans.
don't really cared about it in the past, but let's start it going.
Hit the like.
Hit the like button. All
Like
right.
for like.
Now, unfortunately, we got to talk about the
Bloody
Nets.
hell.
So, Kyrie Irving tweeted out he shared a book I haven't even looked into it too far, but he shared a book or a video, an Amazon link, and in this movie, I think it was a movie.
Movie. Yep.
And in this movie, there's anti-Semitic stuff. There's, I think, even a thing that sort of, I've heard as much as denies the Holocaust, blah, 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 blah. And the story goes, I'm sure you're all aware of it, the story goes that for these last week or two, they've just been hammering Kyrie, the media, and everyone about, hey, are you anti-Semitic or not? And he just, see this microphone? I'm not anti-Semitic. Oh, done. He's, like, and I'm not even, like, let's take a second here, right? I'm not, just for 1 second, don't even choose a side. I'm just against any racism or any discrimination or hate, whatever. But for 1 second, like, hey, just say the words, bro. Just say the words. Just say the right words.
Yeah.
Say the right
Say
words.
what people would want to hear.
This is, and he's anti that. He's anti saying the right words.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to
yeah,
be told
yeah.
what to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I
and
can't stand him.
You watch that interview, obviously, one of them where he's tried to.
Yeah.
And I think he just forgets how big these platforms that these NBA players have, and he can't just be like your local Joe.
Like, they're just
and
asking
that
him.
no one knows and post like.
Yeah.
I'm sure if even we post something like that, we'd probably get comments
That's
from
right.
anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
Like, just, hey, do you even know what this is about?
And as I said, like, and you're talking about like Nick Friedel from, I think it's ESPN. That's the one you're talking about.
Yep.
He's that main Brooklyn Nets guy. Even he's just trying to facilitate.
Trying to help him.
Kyrie.
Yeah,
he's like,
yes.
Here's the words you need to say.
Yeah.
Just say these words
say
on the
it.
record. And he just won't say them.
Yeah.
He just will not
Like,
say
no,
them.
you guys keep
Again,
thinking,
no matter
yeah.
what side you're on, I'm not saying more people should be in the middle. I'm just saying, for 1 second, as a PR guy, like, just say the words. Just say, I do not have anti-Semitic beliefs, and just say, I'm sorry.
Say the word that's not going to get you in trouble.
That's right. And Kyrie's so against that.
Yeah.
He's so against succumbing and caving in and being told what to do, and he thinks everyone's against him. And like, even if, again, talking about just neutrally, even if you have some sort of beliefs or something like that, surely, like, you go and investigate it privately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if there's, I don't know. I don't even want to get into it too far.
I think even
Just
we
say
would
the words.
investigate
Just
things like
say
that.
say the damn words. Oh my God. Anyway, so he wasn't suspended. Oh, there's so much to talk about here. I've listened to podcast after podcast, report after report. people are calling out the NBA players, and I agree. The NBA players have been a bit quiet, to be honest. They should, they're quick to condemn many other social justice problems, and many other sort of discrimination and the Sava thing. But the NBA players and Adam Silver have been pretty hesitant, may I say, in this sort of thing. But yeah, so then he wasn't suspended, and then finally, when he wouldn't say sorry, then he was suspended by the Nets, right? And now the Nets have delivered Kyrie Irving 6 items he must complete to return to the team.
I thought that was a joke at the start.
No.
Then I saw it. Then I was like, okay, this
Apologize / condemn movie. He has actually apologized now on Instagram, which is
I did see
fucking...
Oh, yeah, the PR.
Yeah, he apologized on Instagram, whatever. But he didn't condemn the movie, but maybe they'll count that. $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes. I don't know if he's done that. Sensitivity training. I don't know if he's done that or if he will do that. Anti-Semitic training. This fucked. Surely he's going to look at this and be like...
I should have just said... I should have just said those.
No. He has a different way of it, and he just will be like, I hate everything.
Surely he's going to hear the training. Anti-Semitic means basically like
have time for that.
Anti-Jewish. And anti-Jewish training. as in not being anti-Jewish training. He's going to look and be like... I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Don't. Training's such a bad word as well. Like for this, it's like telling him what to do.
Exactly.
Meet with ADL. I forgot what that acronym is, but Jewish leaders and that. And meet with Josiah, the Nets owner, to demonstrate understanding. Cheech.
Big task.
Is he going to do all this?
Doubt it. I think they'll let one or two slide, to be honest, or he'll just be traded.
Yeah,
I could see him getting traded.
Yeah,
Lakers?
but hold on. Who's taking him? I don't think he's getting traded. No one's taking him. They'll waive him, send him home, or release him. No one's trading for him. Not even the Lakers would go for him right now.
LeBron sort of said, Kyrie, that's not on.
Yeah,
after a while, he said yes. So he's like, no, I ain't.
Bro,
even the Lakers
you're not taking this. You're not taking this train wreck. No way.
I reckon the Wizards would.
Oof.
Why?
All right.
Because
they'd help.
No.
This
is all away from
Wizards
bus.
have no media coverage too. They'd
get fans.
No.
People forget about him.
No. I'm telling you right now. No one in the league would take this guy. No one in the United States of America would take this guy. He would. I hate to say it.
I think people feel embarrassed.
But he would need to go to a country that's a bit more open on these beliefs.
Come to Australia, mate.
No.
Come on.
We are not like that.
Come on, man.
We are not like that.
No, but we'll take him.
No, we won't. No, we will
We
not.
already got Ben Simmons. That's enough of an issue, man.
Goddamn, if Johnny Depp's dogs aren't allowed in at the country.
No, man.
If Johnny Depp's pets aren't
He'll play for
allowed
Adelaide,
in past
he'll verse
the
the Suns.
border, then I'm not allowing Kyrie Irving in.
man.
No way. I was talking about more of what is the United States? The West? Maybe another on the other side of the wall. Maybe not, maybe on the other side of
Dwight Howard?
With Dwight Howard, maybe. Dwight Howard, congratulations. He signed
Congratulations, mate, when you watch this.
for the Taiwanese team. Right in the hub of all the war at the moment, the USA and the China staring each other down, right in Dwight Howard dunks. Okay, back to Kyrie Irving. No one's trading for him. I'm telling you right now, no team would trade for him. No team. No team's trading for that.
I like that Wizard because of the media coverage is low, man.
No.
It's like whatever happens to the Wizards is just below.
There's one team. There's got to be one team traded.
No, this is a wave.
Pacers.
No
Philly?
way.
Okay, wave then.
All right.
It'll be a wave turn.
But he's on a lot of money.
And then what will happen?
They'll just send him home.
And then what will happen to Kevin Durant?
Well,
Poor guy.
we-
Had James Harden.
we've got to move on. We've got to move on. So just give us a quick one. Is that you reckon they're gonna? You reckon after this Kyrie saga, Like, first off, sorry, do you think he's coming back this season?
I think Brooklyn
think
have
he's-
no
do you-
choice
do
but
you-
to keep him.
Do you, no, but do you know? It's beyond
have no-
basketball now.
I
know,
think
I know
it'll
what
be
you're saying.
an
Do you think he's going to
extended-
follow?
We have to talk
I
about
think
this.
it'll be an extended leave. I think he'll come back, but it'll be extended leave. Like, it'll be like, I don't know, 30 games or so. Like, 40 games. Like, I don't know. But I feel like we'll see him.
Yeah, I feel that way as well. But if he's not coming back, if he doesn't do this, then he won't do these.
But I
things.
think maybe his last contract.
That's sad.
Um,
That's sad to hear.
So then, quickly answering the question, say the Kyrie thing doesn't work out. Like, even if they go on to win the championship this season, which they won't, it's all done this season. As in, the Kyrie thing is not going past this season
The Nets.
with the
are done.
Nets. Are they blowing it up, or are they trading?
Well,
Are they trading Kevin Durant or?
No. Well, the Kevin Durant is all dependent on the market. Whatever is available, maybe things will
Or are
heat
they
up
going to try
again.
and trade Ben?
So,
But you wouldn't get
Ben
much.
was even there.
you wouldn't even get much for Ben right now.
No one wants
yeah,
Ben.
but
The Nets good in the
the
Olympics.
Nets are fucked.
I know. I want to change lanes a bit, but for me, it just reminds me. Kevin Durant's always been on the bus. He's not a bus driver. He's always just been, somebody in the middle. He's not at the back. He's not a real one. He's just somebody in the middle. Don't want to be at the front. Don't want to be. Just
I like
chill.
that.
And he just wants to play basketball. But for me,
No, he
for
doesn't.
him to be great, you have to lead your team, and that's the issue. When I say, when I go back to Golden State, even back to OKC. OKC days. When I was like Russell Westbrook versus Kevin Durant, how they were fighting for the ball, all that jazz. But I said, man, Russell Westbrook has more heart. He has more direction in leading a team in victory. I understand he doesn't have that pure skill capability in
But
terms
mentally tough.
Yeah, exactly. Tough. Kevin Durant just
Even Kobe said it.
correct soft cupcake, man. And again, displaying it here when that Brooklyn team is in complete disarray. He has nothing to really guide them. He can just shoot the ball. He's very skillful, but nothing. That whole team is complete disarray. I don't know what type of strategy they're playing.
Yeah.
I
Just
feel like
isolation
they're all getting
basketball.
over babysitting Ben.
Yeah,
I feel like
if-
they're all getting over saying he's going to be alright. He's going to be
okay,
alright.
we expected,
Yes.
Ben, I've been, bashed by the media before with the whole cupcake situation. Let's rise together or something, at least. But no, Ben, I'm back into my shell again. So I think it really shows on Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
He's not anywhere near LeBron kind of status.
No. Yeah, no, that's 100%. But I do think that he won't just sit at the Nets. I think that whether it be him or the Nets in a whole, I think that basically the blow up is coming. I think that the team's going to get blown up. It could even happen this season. Maybe if the fire starts cooking more and more in the next few weeks, maybe we'll start talking about our favourite Kevin Durant
I
trades.
might bring back the KD meme.
But it's all hypotheticals.
The
What?
next chapter every time there's a
Ah,
loss.
yeah.
My next chapter. Anyway, but we'll talk about that. Anyway, so apart from Kyrie, it doesn't end there with the Nets. The Nets fired Steve Nash
Yes, sir.
after KD asked for it in the offseason, and it looks like they're about to hire Ime Udoka, who the Celtics was granted. They granted him permission to go and talk to the Nets. They're happy for it to happen. The Nets have no problem. The Celtics went to the finals with this guy. He was unbelievable for them. Great coach. And they went as far as suspending him for a year / are willing to let him leave to go to another team. And the Nets see no problem with. No alarm bells. Yeah.
They got nothing to lose. That's
Yeah.
why.
You know that meme of that dog and the room's on fire and he says, this is fine.
But I don't understand why you trade your head coach to arguably your competitor. At least trade him to the hand him.
They
off
don't
to
want
the
anything.
West.
This is what I'm
understand
saying.
you don't want anything to do
The
with
Nets-
it, but just hold him for the year. Just let that whatever is it the year, and then his contract expires. I'm not too sure
I
what
don't
happens
know,
after
but-
the end of the year. I know it's just a suspension, but why give him to the Nets?
Oh, I don't. Look,
Your enemy relative.
I mean, as good as he's. Look, I mean, I might be doubting him here, but I don't. He's not. What? He's not Greg Popovich. You know,
No. For me,
you're not handing over LeBron.
Nah, he's really good. The way he transformed that Celtics for me, I felt like what were we saying at the beginning of? We said, with the new coach, Ime has really put this team in the right direction in terms of being in the conference finals and all that. Really hardened them up, and now you're giving away that to some other team that's in disarray. You're gonna essentially put them in the right direction.
I don't know. I don't think a coach will ever be. I know what you're saying, and I know there's some great coaches. I don't think a coach will ever be that big of a problem. It's especially in the NBA, 5 on the court, superstars league. Even if it's Phil Jackson, you know what I'm saying. I think if he's done real bad for them to suspend him in the first place, whatever. They probably want him off the books. You know what I mean? As in, I say again, you're not handing LeBron to your division rivals. You're handing your, the 1
guy that
year.
knows your weakness, everything. He basically showed them the path. And now you're like,
Marcus Smart didn't seem to.
Anyway, and I still don't think the Nets team has what it takes to beat the Boston.
Joe
team.
Harris isn't Joe Harris.
To be honest.
So there's that. Anyway, so Nash out, Udoka in, hilarious, and that's the Nets for now. That's the Nets for now. And the Nets went ahead and won 2 in a row. Their first 2-game win streak of the season. Immediately when Kyrie went out, and then they lost today to the Mavs. Hilarious. Okay, now let's quickly get on to... it's a bit of a segment, but overall, it'll just get us talking about some of the other teams in the league. Mm-hmm. This week, we're doing real or not real.
Okay.
Ooh. Right? And this is how this basically works. It's similar to the good vibes, bad vibes.
Yep.
But it's basically, instead of just saying, I'm feeling good about the team, now we're making a prediction,
are they
legitimate? A projection, a call on are these teams doing in the early season? Is it for real moving forward, or is it just going to fizzle out soon enough? Mm-hmm. It's just an early season thing. I'll kick us off. Lowry Markkanen or Lauri Markkanen. I can't tell if it's Lauri or Lowry Markkanen. Yeah,
you have to go on Bucksville reference for the pronunciation.
I'll go with
Lowry.
now. I always said Lowry Markkanen.
I go Lowry
before this season, but I feel like now that he's gone in the limelight, I feel like I hear Lauri a bit more. Anyway, one of his nicknames is the Finisher.
The Finisher. What is he? 23.
It doesn't sort of specify the pronunciation. It just says Lau, which is his spelling. I think it's Lau.
What's his age?
Lowry Markkanen.
He's under 25.
He is,
which is unreal.
He is. He's only a year older than you and I.
So he's 20.
No, he's a year younger than you and I. So he's 25.
He's 25.
He is 25.
That's scary.
Look, and I'm not much of a numbers guy, but this is what he's averaged in his first few seasons before coming to Utah. 15, 18, 14, 13, 14, and now in Utah, 21 points per game. Just going across more stats, he's up to his highest assists per game. Look, he's playing more minutes than he's ever played, only by a little bit, actually. His second season, he played 32. He's up to 33 minutes per game. But his field goal percentage is up to 52%. He's taking... That second season, he had a lot of responsibility, it seems, in Chicago. But he's taking 15 shots per game. His 3-point percentage for his career is 36%. He's on 29%. He's on 29% this season. And I was really excited about him coming into Chicago and all these things. And for the first couple of years, I was still excited. Then it sort of went bad. I don't know, it went sort of dull. And now what he's doing in Utah, and what all those guys are doing in Utah, it's
just playing team ball.
Yeah, and they're all buying in. They're all going at it.
I think they're all having a good season.
They're all rejects. They're all, everyone thought they were going to tank. They're all being discarded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had them in probably bottom tier, or if not second.
Yeah.
Underrated Mike Conley. I feel so bad.
Oh,
Man.
while we're on it,
Conley is.
while we're on it,
He's a baller
I
point guard.
I reckon you could insert Jordan Clarkson on any team.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love.
Oh my God.
He's great.
This guy is just
He's
like
great.
silky.
He tore us apart.
He just scores. He just
Yeah.
knows. I don't know
Buckets.
what else to say. He's just
got
like
no fear.
He just bombs away, but then he handles. But then he's athletic for a small guy. Jordan Clarkson is again. I know he won Sixth Man of the Year. I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, no, he did.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just your perfect like microwave scorer. He's just man.
And to start on, and you know what? That coach bringing Colin Sexton off the bench, I think we all thought I thought he was going to start.
Yeah.
We all thought he was going to start, and him coming off the bench, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Will
It's really
Hardy,
good.
I believe he came across from Boston.
Yep.
He came across from Boston, and they obviously have a good coaching staff.
Even Malik Beasley off the bench,
Malik
hitting
Beasley's
he's been hitting timely threes that are just perfect. Like he doesn't score a lot,
And he's
he
been
scores 6 to 9 points, but it's those like they look for him.
He's been defending so well. Anyway, Markkanen shooting only 29% from three. He hasn't been doing his usual pick and pops. He almost hasn't even played. He hasn't even played in his comfort zones.
Just playing everywhere.
Or
Just-
amplified his best parts of his game. He has just stepped into Utah, as we mentioned, and these guys are all like, you know what? Everyone counted us out. You know, new uniforms, the black with the yellow. It might be a bit basic, but when they're wearing those black, you know that black is
it's
the color of power, they say. It is. No, it is. You know, your colors, I hate to say it, but purple's like royalty or wealth. You know, all of the above. Black is it represents like power. When they're wearing those dark jerseys with the yellow writing, they wore them today. And then they played you guys. Did they play you guys today? The Jazz?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
And
they-
smoked.
Yeah, they played you in Utah. The floor's black. They're in black.
yeah.
And they're all a bit Colin
And
Sexton's.
the commentators during
Coming
the
at it.
last couple
Yeah.
time, it's like everybody counted us out. Oh, you fans, get up, get loud.
Yeah.
Colin Sexton, the young
God.
bull, they're all got a bit of a
Yeah.
chip on their shoulder, but most importantly, I'm so
Kelly
happy
Olynyk.
that Lowry Markkanen, who just knows the game well. It's not about reading the game.
And he moves well.
It's not
man.
about reading the game necessarily. It's about just sort of knowing where to be in terms of he doesn't have to be a facilitator necessarily like LeBron. Just knows where the ball's going to bounce, Larry Markkanen. And then when he gets that 3-point shot back up to 36%, as I said, he's only 29.
Well, I think the thing was previously in the Chicago Bulls, he was spotted.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
Spot up shooter.
Spot up shooter, thank you. But yeah, now he has the ball in all sorts of facets because of that movement, and it's harder to stop a moving target, shall we say?
Yeah.
And with the defense schemes trying to adapt with all the firepower that Jazz have, we've seen it work wonders. I also want to do a shout out to Kelly Olynyk, just
The clinic.
Yeah, the clinic.
he was
Man, he's great.
Yeah.
well, he's always on those come up teams.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what I've noticed.
He's just a great, happy piece.
Didn't Miami have him? He was great at Miami, I
Positive piece.
swear.
It was on the
It
come
was-
up of Celtics coming up with the new guns 2013 to
Yep.
2017,
Yep.
2018 to 2021. Miami had him,
Yep.
and now he's found himself in another good
Yeah.
situation. Just does the nitty gritty, and then
Yeah.
we'll move on subsequently to another fill the hole somewhere else. But yeah,
Yeah, no, the Jazz are really excining.
Quickly on marketing, he doesn't look like he's 7 foot the way
No,
he moves.
no.
He actually
Yeah.
doesn't. The way he turns and stuff, when the commentators kept saying he's 7 foot, I just think, is he?
yeah.
And if you catch him running in
Like-
transition,
Man,
again,
you can't
doesn't
stop
look
that.
like 7-footer. He's just fast.
Most improved, or was
Um,
he already too hot?
I don't know. We'll see. Probably. The narrative looks good for him.
Very.
Anyway, but the question asks, ask me it, is Larry
Is
Larry
Larry
Markkanen's
Markkanen-
rise
real or not real? Tell the fans.
real?
Real.
It's real.
Yeah, I back that. I
It's
think
real.
Larry Markkanen and the Jazz are real. I don't think they can
I
tank
I still think
with the start of
no.
the season.
I still think the Jazz will. I don't think a lot of these teams like the Spurs. I think they will
Eventually.
Look,
Well,
I'm not really big on the Spurs, but
I think they will, regress down to where we think they'll be. As like the big teams will get back up. But I think now, I don't think that I think Markkanen will be part of the future now. Like, guaranteed.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, these
as
guys
in
come in.
the Jazz or the NBA future? Like,
The Jazz.
The
Okay,
Jazz
yeah.
future.
I don't. These guys came in, and a lot of it's a little bit now again on the disrespect. But before this season, it's like you're trying out for: are you going to be here, or are you going to be a trade piece? You're going to be a trade asset so we can get more picks, or are you going to be here? Larry Markkanen is part of the Jazz
is there?
new boys.
THT
The new
throwing
bloods.
it down.
And the beautiful thing about Jazz is they got draft pick for days that they're doing well already.
Yeah.
So when
Scary.
when they actually become
That's right.
good,
I even heard a couple of people say.
KD?
Yeah, a couple of people say, what if they went the total opposite way?
Yeah.
They actually try their hardest all season, try and go for it, use all their assets to get like a KD.
Or AD.
That'd be hilarious. But anyway, for me, Larry Markkanen, the rise is real.
real one.
Like that.
Talking about rise. What do you got for us? Real or
Got
not
for
real?
us, real, not real. I'm going with the Portland Blazers. The Trail Blazers.
Yep.
I think they're legit. I
Yep.
think they're actually legit. Damian Lillard came back today, and I just had this sense that they were just going to beat Miami, and they did. They got the job done. Even the games when he was absent this last couple of days, they still played good. I watched a few of the games.
Yep.
They're playing really good. They're playing better than I think a lot of people expected. They're strong and they can defend.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. They're good.
Okay. Well, 2 weeks ago, I think you talked about them on the vibes and the good vibes.
Yep.
I said, I think I sort of counted and said bad vibes because they're not going to, what's their ceiling? What I will say is, I think that they are, until further notice, not real.
Okay.
Until further notice. And what I mean by that is, I don't know what. I know they got Shaden Sharp, a good young player, exciting. I don't think they'll trade Anthony Simons, and I don't think he can be traded until, I don't even know, this season or maybe Jan 15th. What I'm getting at is, they're only real if they get like KD.
Yeah.
This team has still got that same ceiling. I said it 2 weeks ago.
I see that, but I feel like Damian Lillard, he's been away last season, and I think people have
But
forgotten.
the team around
No,
him,
I know.
not good
But
enough.
but everyone has forgotten that Damian Lillard will not go down losing
I know.
every game. Like they'll be up there. They'll probably be top 6. They'll probably stay top 6 all the way to All Star.
I would hate if they do without a K.
So do I, because it
without
means
a
another
big
team in
piece.
front of Lakers.
I would
But-
hate if they do because I can just see the
Don't worry, you've
same
got 14 other teams in
the
front of Lakers.
same destination for them. Early loss in the playoffs.
So you're thinking they're going to fall like Miami? That's your projection.
Sorry.
I reckon Miami are cooked. That's different.
Who's going to get more wins, Portland or Miami? Because the way you project Miami is what you're projecting Portland.
But
Uh,
see,
washed
out in
Miami,
the
it doesn't
first
really...
round.
No. I think Miami will get more wins, but I don't think Miami.
Do they even have more wins now?
Miami's calling card and Jimmy's calling card is playoff awakening.
Yeah.
You know, now
And
we
he's-
wake up.
Come on,
It's 'cause
he's
they've
the
been
only
there
one
once.
that really elevate. Like his
'Cause they got there
His
once.
numbers elevate drastically.
Well, they got there a couple
They
times.
do
now.
actually.
drastically.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway,
I'll give him
one
that.
in the
So,
NBA. So
I don't think that's coming this year. I think it's over.
I think to be deadly, you
the
need
playoff
Duncan
awakening.
Robinson to play like he did in the bubble.
yeah.
He was so hard.
Yeah.
Like you could not leave that guy like 10 centimeters. Duncan, he was like the new Clay in the bubble.
Yep.
was
Yeah. No,
crazy.
they need all things to be popping off. But I don't think the Portland thing is for real unless they make a huge swing.
Josh Hart, don't believe in him after today.
the game winner.
I suspect the Portland are real, but
There we
yeah, pending. But what? one
Pending
thing-
what? What I'm saying?
Pending to All-Star weekend.
Pending
I,
what?
I think I'm pending.
A big piece coming in. That's it. And
Don't
I don't
believe
think, I don't
Nurkic,
think
don't
they have
believe
enough.
Grant.
Yeah, I just want the season to play out a bit. I want them to go through the trenches.
It's still early.
No.
We're 11
their
games in.
defense has improved drastically.
They still got
for
Gary
which was
Payton to come back.
terrible last year.
Gary Payton still needs to come back.
To where? Portland?
Yeah.
Because of what
Yeah.
the...
No, he's
No, he
injured
hasn't
at the
played. He's
moment.
injured. Gary Payton, the second.
Oh, Gary Payton. Sorry, I was
Sorry,
thinking of Gary
Payton.
Trent.
Gary Payton from
Thinking
Golden
of Gary
State.
Trent, I'm like, what do you mean come back? He's not going
He
back.
hasn't played. He's like a Josh Hart, but Josh Hart's more offensive.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a bit more. I think I'm getting hay fever.
Welcome to
Give me the question, real or not real? Are the Portland Trailblazers?
He says no.
Are the Portland Trailblazers real or not real?
They are real. They are real.
Uh-uh.
You let me know.
He said the Lakers were real ones. I am
Still early,
pending.
yeah?
I'm pending, but I like it. I'm on the more real side.
Yeah.
I am on the more real side
go.
because of they proved that they can win without Lillard in the last few
Yeah, they
few
did.
games,
They
and
did.
that was one thing. Their defensive rating is 8, so I have to give props to that. But they're still isolation heavy with their assist numbers. So when I say isolation heavy,
Okay.
as in they're not moving the ball as
We
as
know
much.
that. Yeah, anyway, we don't have to keep going, but we know these guys. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm sorry.
If Anthony wants to get 6 man.
Jeremy Grant looks really
okay.
nice. I really like the Jeremy Grant piece, but he'd be a good piece on any playoff team.
Yeah, and he's
But other than that, they're just the same guys. Anthony Simons is coming up. That's nice. Nah. Anyway. Have you got...
I've got yeah.
You got a different one?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
So I've got, is this team legitimately bad? As in, so it's a real, not real, but you
Yeah.
guys have got in the positive way.
Yeah.
But is Wolves' poor performance
Yeah.
legitimate?
I
not?
thought of this one. I think I messaged you guys today. I said if you guys don't have one, I'll suggest it.
This-
I was going to be the Wolves.
Is because they, you remember what? All excited, and we
I was
thought,
always
oh,
a bit iffy. It's
Twin Towers coming to down and whatnot.
Yeah.
Rebuilt in that, but it's not looking good. And for
No.
me, I want to say it's really bad. As in, it's legit. They've got a big issue.
Yeah.
For me, the easy fix is change the coach.
Okay.
It's change the coach. You've got 2 big guys out here. One that you're supposed to pick and pop
Yep.
with a cat,
Cat,
and one
yep.
somebody's supposed to roll. This reminds me of 2014 Clippers. Similar kind of situation
okay.
where Chris Paul would have the ball, Blake Griffin
And DJ.
and DJ. You're doing 3-way kind of screen with Chris Paul. He'll lob it or pass it off to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin was trying to shoot then those days. So I feel like maybe they should trade for Doc Rivers to get some sort of continuity going.
Oh.
Because their offense is just absolutely nothing. And what's also, I was wary about Anthony Edwards.
Oh, he's had a bit of a
Wary.
got his first dunk.
If you remember his rookie season or whatnot, he was saying, it's more like I'm good at basketball,
Yeah.
not because I really love
He's
it.
I could have played football.
Yeah, if I want to play football, he's got a few quotes saying, basketball's lame. You can do anything when you're on the field. That's cap because on NFL you've also got celebration technicals.
Yeah.
But anyway, so in that respect, I'm very disappointed in Anthony
Yeah.
because he hasn't figured out how to, or he hasn't been the video junkie in terms of how to coordinate this whole situation
Yeah.
to make it beneficial for himself. He's saying that he can't have a driving lane. That
Yeah,
the driving
that
lane is all clogged. That's
when
that's
he said
spacing.
that, I'm
and
like, you're
cla-
losing your own value.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your value just dropped from here to all the way down there.
And the thing was, I watched one of their games, and the thing was, he was rejecting the screen from what's his name? Rudy. So what? You want Rudy to be under the basket, and then how will you? You bring Rudy up.
Yeah.
You do the screen. You split the screen, just like Donovan Mitchell would have done.
Yeah.
And you
Morant.
go in and just hammer it down. Or you make use of, again, Rudy Gobert is a powerful pick and roll player. He's probably the best for just rolling to the basket. Still can't able to utilize that. So 2 big L's for Wolves that they have to address. Change the coach. And Anthony, welcome to the NBA, son. Because you're now at that stage of, when you're all-star and people are like, yeah. But you have to take that next step.
Can you take another step?
And he's at that, Giannis was taking those steps, and we saw that progressively. And even now, he understands. He's trying to get that jumper in, trying to understand, get my team involved in all that jazz. So, Wolves, reality check.
I saw that Anthony Edwards said something like he either plays best or he likes it most when there's not a lot of... He likes it best when there's not a lot of size. That's not the right team to say it on. You got the Twin Towers there.
When I listened to that, I was like, even to me, you seem so small.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm only 6'3", 6'4". You think I'm Giannis? It's like you're just devaluing yourself a lot.
And I also
didn't know.
I sort of didn't like Kat's part in this, but it's a negative on the chemistry. Kat saying, because I think Ant, I don't know, Kat was calling out Ant about the fast food.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I found that a bit cringe from Kat. He's basically like, oh, you guys all laugh because Ant jokes about having fast food and all that, but that's actually not on. We're high level athletes. He shouldn't be having that. He should be really focusing.
And that's where that level of dedication
I'm like,
comes
what is going on?
Like throwing people under the bus here.
No, but not only that. It's just like, what are you guys? It's like the the couple fighting in the room, and you're like, I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
I said at the start, Rudy Gobert is going to get exposed whether he's legit or not.
Nah. Rudy Gobert is
the good one in this.
At the moment,
no. Rudy Gobert is more of a coaching piece. Rudy Gobert is Rudy Gobert. He ain't trying to
does his job.
He's not trying to show you something else. Yeah.
So Rudy Gobert is
rebound.
It's these, for me anyway. The stars are Anthony Edwards, who's supposed to be somewhat of the leader. Cat, you could say, is the leader because he's the veteran. He had the high draft pick, this, that, but he's not amazing.
Yeah.
Change that coach. Also, they don't have a great schedule coming up, so it's just more bad news. Let me read it out for you. You got Suns.
Yeah.
You got Grizzlies. You got Cavaliers. You got Magic. 76ers and Pacers. So it's bleak time for you guys.
If you're getting whacked around by the Spurs twice in a row,
not
liking it. And talking about the schedule and talking about the twice in a rows, I just wanted to get your thoughts because I have some strong opinion. Just quickly on this. This season, the NBA remodeled the whole schedule to have less travel time, and they've lent towards.
Makes it boring.
Yes, they've lent towards more like baseball, like when you go to a city, you play the team twice and then you get out. That's baseball does. Baseball has 160 games. 160 games a season.
Really?
So they go in, 160.
It's mad.
They go in. You go into a city in baseball and you play like a mini series.
You play and
then
your
you go.
city,
anyway, I don't like it.
I'm
bored, man. I'm bored. I don't want to see Spurs and T-Wolves 2 nights in a row.
No.
Oh, the Spurs went last. Let's take a step back. When you do a overlook on the season, we get to February. Remember when the Spurs last played the T-Wolves? They went in and beat them. I don't want to see the same shit.
Things have changed.
And then you can make the argument, some teams are going 1-1. A lot of these little mini series are going 1-1. That's even more boring.
Yeah.
Because we went into Toronto. We got the doors blown off us. We got killed by the 3-point shooting by Toronto. And then 2 nights later, we beat them because they went on.
Yeah,
and that just shows you... it just shows you it makes you feel how unimportant each game is. How long the 82-game season is. Where I feel like if you're going into different teams... It really feels like, all right, we haven't seen this team in 3 months.
Yeah. Exactly. Let's show them what we've got now. We've got new Arsenal and all that jazz. And also, it helps with the narratives.
Yeah.
For me, I was keen on OKC and Golden State Warriors. They played at the beginning. And now, Russell Westbrook has his guys again.
Yeah.
Steven, that was, during the cupcake days. That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But now, nothing to look
You don't
forward
want
to.
to just play two
It's
nights.
the same. And you know what? It makes you feel like the teams are just not load managing it because they know they're going to play this same team 2 days later.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, do we show them everything? Do we sit one guy out, play him when we're at home or when we're
Yeah.
away? And it's like, even me as a punter, it's like
It's shit.
it's almost,
It's
I don't want to
shit.
say easy, but like it's like Chicago Bulls lost against Toronto. They played at Chicago. Chicago's going to win. Most of the time, it's like a playoff series. It's hard for a team to win 2 back-to-backs.
That's right.
And they're only getting 2 day or 1 day break.
Yeah.
And it's a back-to-back.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's just like,
As you said,
can play anyone. Like the first game, it's like, oh, we can afford to lose this. Let's not show them our pieces.
And yeah, you're 100%
You know,
right.
that's the vibe I get.
They don't
with
want to
that.
show everything. They don't want to show their tactics.
Yeah, and
As you
it's
said,
just,
it's
it's
just-
silly.
I've actually hated it.
Yeah.
I've been like,
get bored. I'm getting
I'm
bored.
like, oh my god, again? Like
Yeah.
again, the
Like-
Timberwolves Spurs. I'm like, oh, I don't want to see this again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even Lakers playing, they played the Jazz
Yeah, it feels like they've played the Jazz a couple times.
just a few days. Yeah, a few
Yeah.
days ago. I'm
haven't-
forgetting now. Like it's,
You know, we played the Wizards, we beat the Wizards, and then we lost to the Wizards.
it's boring.
That's boring, man. That is. I really hope that feeling is felt by the whole. Let us know in the
gotta be.
comments. I really hope that's felt, wide around the NBA community, because I'd love for the NBA to rejig that next season. I know what they've done it for the players,
for the players.
but
Surely
all
the
right.
players are getting bored.
It hasn't worked out because, as you said, people are out here resting stars anyway.
Yeah.
That's
So-
They say it didn't work.
I don't know. Personally, yeah, I found
Not
it
a
so
fan.
boring. But anyway, just quickly back to real or not real. My next one is the Bulls. Step forward.
See,
Now, last season, the Chicago Bulls went something like, what did I say when I messaged you guys? This may not be the exact numbers, but it's approximately. Last season, they went something like 3-21 against top 8 teams, an all-time low percentage. This season, they've already beaten Brooklyn, Boston, Miami, and today they beat the Raptors. That's 4. That's already beaten their last season record against the playoff teams. Those teams are all going to be in the playoffs. Maybe not the Brooklyn Nets. Is this step forward in just beating playoff teams? Is this symbolism of something real? A step forward for the Bulls. Rise.
For the Bulls, I feel like they're a team where it's still too early to project that.
Yep.
They haven't had Lonzo Ball,
Yep.
which is huge. But they are getting still some wins. It's hard. I'll be honest. I haven't watched a lot of them, but it's hard. It's
Yeah.
difficult.
for me, it's it's this repeat of last year.
Yeah. Now, I mean, and yes, Lonzo has to come back. He's one of their holes that's like a really big
He's a
thing
big-
to fill. Obviously, I know their defensive rating is good right now. I don't believe in it. Not real. They haven't made a step forward. I don't know. We'll see. Even if they have made a step forward,
Oh yeah, watching the game, it is a step forward, but it's not substantial.
it's the
to
same
be-
shit. Is what I'm
yeah.
getting at. It's the same shit. Even if they have they went 3-21 against playoff teams last season, and even this season, it's like they go 15 and whatever, in the win column. When it comes to the playoffs, I don't think that those pieces. It's sad because they're fun pieces.
Exciting, yeah. It's
We'll see.
individually fun.
For me, it reminds me of the Raptors those days.
Oh yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
that's because LeBron. They couldn't get past
LeBron.
LeBron.
In fairness, that was LeBron. Yeah, but I know I get what
On
you
that
mean.
same,
It's that
I was watching the
same-
game. I was like,
It's that same oh my god, Lowry,
false hope to
DeRozan, at the time Valanciunas and all these guys. But then it just always never came to anything.
Giannis will come through.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yep. I think not real. Do you guys have anything else?
I did.
Oh,
But go for
I
it.
had something just a bit on Donovan Mitchell. Not a lot. He's still the same person, but it's just that the team he's on is all the players around him are like stars.
Newfound inspiration, you might say. the Cavs are balling out.
Oh yeah.
Talking
They're
about
balling out.
the schedule and the double matches,
Mm.
those 2 overtime matches,
Oh yeah.
one after the other. The Boston Cleveland games were awesome, and the Cleveland came out with 2 W's. I mean, it's good for that if you're just going to put great teams against each other. Entering this season, this is from StatMuse. Entering this season, Donovan Mitchell's career high was 26.4 points per game on 56.9% true shooting.
Mm-hmm.
This season, he's averaging 31.4 points per game and 62.4% true shooting. He is up and about.
Yeah, he's killing it. I think if Giannis just has a bit of a fall even for maybe 1 month this year, and Dallas doesn't, not for a full
What
month.
are you going to say?
Not a fall, but no, as in like just
a hiccup.
consistency
Just a
drops.
Yeah.
And-
I'm still wondering what
and
you're
Dallas
about to say.
are out of the 6.
Yeah.
I think Donovan Mitchell gets MVP. He gets MVP. If Giannis has, because I still think it's Giannis, Luka, Donovan right now.
Not real.
Nah.
That's real.
It's if it needs Luka, which I wanted to put, but I was worried about the seeding.
That's the thing. If Dallas don't hit top 6 at Saturday, Luka's hitting like 40 points per game. I want to give it to him now. But he won't get it because of if they fall out of the 6, and if Milwaukee somehow just Giannis consistency somehow drops, or other players are doing more for him but they're still winning, and the Cavs still stay a top 3 seed, I think Donovan might get it.
Wow.
It's early. We're 10 games in the season, but
Huge.
It's,
Well, I
that's
think
how it looks.
I think he and them are for real, but not the MVP call. That's not. No, sorry. I think they're for real.
Yeah.
But the MVP shout for me is not for real.
Who's in the conversation then?
You need, just like we talked about how with the All-Star, you need to take a leap and then a leap.
Yes.
You can't just jump
But
into
going to the Cavs, he's taken a leap in the Cavs.
Nah.
Like, with their team.
narratives I'm talking about. You need to
This is
you
a
need to
nar-
leap into the narrative mind, and then when you're in the narrative of like, oh, Donovan Mitchell could be MVP.
He needs to reprove.
caliber. Then next season, but then they've got too many guys as well.
Yeah, they got a
They got a million guys.
I know.
Yeah.
But he's still like got a big light on him with that many guys
Anyway,
around him.
you know what? He's 31 points per game. You can win MVP off 31 points
yeah.
per game if he stays like that. It's just that Garland has finally come back. I know they lost today to the Clips, but Garland's come back. Man, they've just got so many guys.
Yeah, they beat us.
Karis
on the
LeVert's
weekend.
getting some defensive assignments like he never has before.
They trust him.
Even Mitchell's is loving the defense. He's focused. He's able to switch. This is shocking. He's like, oh shit, I know I need a switch when I'm in the zone coverage kind of thing. They're on a string. Like, I don't know, played soccer and you do that formation and you guys are all on a string kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what they all doing.
It's like split line, and you want to cover.
It's beautiful what the Cavs are doing. As I said, coach of the year.
And
And
they're
I'm
long.
liking it.
Oh yeah, that pick from you guys is going great.
I like it.
Is it a bigger
Bigger
staff?
staff.
Yeah, awesome. All right, have you got one more or not?
Oh, I got Lopez. Just wanted to shout out. Brooke Lopez.
Not Robin.
Brooke Lopez. Just wanted to shout out because he's a big contributor to what the Bucks are doing. I know Giannis is the main,
Yeah,
but he's almost stepping into the Middleton kind of thing. He's shooting, obviously. He's shooting almost his best.
Splash Mountain. What
He's
an-
got
He's
2.6
He's shocked. Awesome.
2.6 blocks per game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's able to just do the defensive assignments. He's really
Big
helped.
difference.
Yeah, we're just steadying the ship, making sure Giannis gets that MVP.
Yeah.
And he's that big that it's like you either need to put a big on Giannis, then someone else, if they got Brooke Lopez on the court, you need another big on him. And then like, can those bigs do what they do
Stretch.
offensively, or
Yeah.
can they just defend? So
And he's
then,
just so perfect complementing Giannis because
great.
Giannis doesn't have to be in the paint on
And he can
defense.
pick and pop.
He can just be a help defender. As you said, he can pick and pop. And then on offense, where Giannis wants to attack the paint, Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Just in the corner
So
somewhere.
I want to say that's a real showing for Lopez.
That's why they're
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Well, not because of him.
Well,
but
I gotta say though, I was pretty happy they lost today. I don't like a.
a clean, yeah.
I don't like a non-Sixers team running through the league.
Mate, years and years of disappointment or what?
That's how I feel right now.
So the Bucks
I got
lost
14
today
teams
in
ahead.
Atlanta to the Hawks, but there was no Trae Young.
Deontay Murray. And
Deontay
did you
Murray-
watch his game on the weekend? Where they win? When he scored, they went to OT.
I do remember an OT Atlanta game, but I
He
forget.
hit a big shot on...
Was it Boston?
Boston? Hold on.
Boston's coming to me, but that
on.
might be wrong.
Hold
AJ Griffin was the guy today for the Hawks, other than Murray. There was Murray and AJ Griffin, the rookie.
Who did I watch?
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, you might say that Pat Connaughton and Chris Middleton weren't there for the Bucks, but neither was Trae Young. So
Maybe a Trae Young turn.
I don't know who they played. Atlanta Hawks, or are they?
anyway,
Anyway.
Dejounte Murray or Deontay Murray is...
Oh, the Pelicans.
the Pelicans. Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah. Big shot on CJ McCollum, I think. Just
Yeah.
mid-range. Send it to OT. But the Pelicans couldn't buy a basket.
Yeah.
Save their lives towards the end.
Yeah.
Which is sad because I like them.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up this episode of the Bronx Cheer Basketball Show. It was good to be back, boys.
We're back.
Yep. The
Okay.
Lakers
Good
are
to be back.
still rock bottom. The
It's
Heat
still
are
early,
in,
guys.
the Heat are in the mud. The Sixers are climbing their way back up. They'll be playing some fast-paced ball in Philly. And until next week.
When's the first Philly-Miami matchup? Or Laker-Miami?
Not
till a while.
Philly? I don't know. It's not for a little bit. But don't worry, we will be.
keep track of that
We'll be doing our usual. If one of our teams beats the others, then they have to wear the apparel of that team. The maybe a jersey.
I spoke to Che last time, getting a Westbrook jersey just when we beat you.
Shit.
And you're gonna wear it backwards with Westbrook.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you next week.